airport is concerned. One is the beautification, besides inside which they are doing. We have our airport director, Mr. Dhananjay Rao, which they are doing. Similarly, the other important agency that is here is Mr. Ashish, who is the commander, looking after all the flight operations as far as the Navy is concerned. So I think besides that we have South Goa Association people, all the hoteliers, including TTAG President Mr. Nilesh and my own director Kadamba MD, besides other stakeholders who are involved, Chikalim Sarpan. Why this meeting was called? To see that we aptly prepare ourselves for the G20 meeting. Dabolim Airport, which has served Goa for so long, and which is, I would say, one of the best airports of the Airport Authority of India, managed by them alongside the Navy. We want to see how things can improve further. If you look at it, they have spent a lot of money, and to further augment everything that is necessary to make a beautiful airport. You have seen the old terminal also is being developed. I think that will be ready around September. Around September that will be ready, which also at the same time sends a very, very strong message that Dabolim, which has always catered to tourism in Goa, is going to continue, and whatever certain people express contrary views are having no substance at all. That also is the message that has to go. South Goa Hoteliers are here. They wanted, in fact, to be in the know of things as to what is being done at Dabolim, because as you know, when tourists come, when people visit our state, planning is done by the tour operators much in advance, several months in advance, sometimes year in advance, as to what is going to be the place of the flight operation or Dabolim in that entire context. I think everyone is more than convinced that Dabolim operations, as explained vividly by the airport director, I would like them also to tell you, as well as our Commander Ashish, as to how Navy has literally gone out of the way to accommodate civilian flights, where they were asking for more slots and at certain timings so that more landings can be there, more takeoffs can be there from Dabolim Airport. If you look at facts matched by figures and what actually the operations have happened, it has exceeded things which was more than expected, the number of flights, landing and takeoffs that have taken place. So this is a very healthy thing that has happened. For the sake of Goa, for the sake of our economy, for the sake of tourism, we know the footfall should only increase by leaps and bounds, as is the trend today. So there is, as I say, there should be a good combination of synergy as far as Maupa and Dabolim is concerned. And I think that way Dabolim has played a very important and awesome role. It will continue to play so. And I have told the South Goa Hoteliers, don't be even by chance apprehensive of anything to the contrary which goes with the view that Dabolim will, operations at Dabolim will come down or they will change. Figures speak otherwise. As to the actual numbers and what they have done, I would like you to hear from them, because I will always be saying, as the local MLA and the minister in the government of Goa, I would like them to say a few things so that people get the message. It is confirmed that how we are working in tandem to see that the things happening at Dabolim only get strengthened. We are looking at every aspect, whether it is parking, whether it is the availability of transport. That's why you have the Kadamba MD here. You have the transport department. I have told enforcement has to take place more vigorously against the illegal taxis that are operating, against the touts, so that people feel more comfortable traveling from Dabolim. And that is exactly what we are here to do. I am very happy and thankful to the South Goa Hoteliers for having come I am thankful to the airport director, Mr. Dhananjay Rao, Mr. Commander Ashish, for taking so much of time and explaining to us in detail as to what Navy has actually contributed. I would also place on record Admiral Menon's contribution also in this regard. He has sent him specially because he is out of station, otherwise he also himself would have been there along with him. So what this shows is Dabolim is here to stay well and increase the operation. That is the message, and that is what I think clearly they are going with a sense of great relief and confidence. And the beautification along the airports has been is going to be undertaken by our South Goa Hoteliers. They are coming together to beautify the areas outside the airport so that our airport really looks awesome. You have seen the new bridges coming up, new parking area is coming up, what Mr. Rao will perhaps mention to you. This shows that this airport, we are rather building it up further. The new part of the airport, which was the old terminal, there also will be having another 2 aero bridges, right? Another 2 aero bridges will be ready. There will be as many as 36 more check-in counters which will come up. So 32 more these check-in counters which will come up, which shows that things are only increasing for the better comfort of the passengers. Now I would like both Mr. Rao and Mr. Ashish, Commander Ashish, to themselves say a few things. You can start.
Right, as the Honourable Minister had said, so firstly we have not received any request for reduction in the traffic. In fact, on the contrary, the request has been there for increase in traffic. So over the last month to the next month, which is the forecasted month, so we are going to have a little more traffic. As far as the landing slots are concerned, we've offered as much as 340 slots. That itself the airlines are not able to match up. So there is no shortage of slots to land. In fact, there are in excess. Right now we have more than 150 slots which are still vacant, which the airlines can comfortably use. And all the development which is happening, we've upgraded our airport to the Cat 2, which is at par with UFA. So in case of low visibility monsoons, also the aircraft can now land. Earlier that was a limitation. So every which way, I think that it is moving in the right direction, and the traffic is not reducing, at least in the foreseeable future.
Sir, as far as operations are concerned, there is no reduction from airlines, and rather summer schedule is already flight. On an average, we are having 87 flights. Some days maybe 90, 91. On an average, 87 flights are coming summer. See, for statistics, I will tell you, from 5th January to 11th January, we have operated an average of 90 and above. And some days, we have crossed 100. So, there is no question of reducing the traffic from any corner. Rather, they are asking, now slowly airlines also will come for additional slots, and we are also telling the additional slots which are already available to come to that slots. We are pursuing the airlines to come. So as far as beautification and improvement of parking also, we are doing it, and other areas also we are developing for the parking to remove the congestion in the city side. Any specific question I can answer?
From long pending multi-purpose parking
that will we are in the process of operationalization. That it will take little time. We will give you the tentative times. And in place of that, we had already developed one more parking, and we are coming up with one more. So we will have full capacity.
Sir, one more thing. In front of the airport entrance, there is a lot of parking going on, illegal parking going on.
Rent a car.
Especially.
That we have informed the local police to look into it and take away the cost. And they are doing it, and we will pursue further.
रेंट करायची एक थोडा इश्यू
इनफॅक्ट आम्ही इथले पुढे गेल्ले आसा ते दृश्टीन की आम्ही आता ती रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी पंचायती दितले ट्रान्सपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंट आम्ही तांकां व्हेकल विथ अ क्रेन दितले and they are 100 Sarpanch is here, Mr. Kamala Prasad Yadav. They have agreed to undertake the responsibility. कित्याक कांयच्या काय पार्किंग जावन सगळ्यांक ब्लॉक करता पॅसेंजर आती धरून मेन रोडार व्हरता ते टॅक्सीन इलिगली बसोवपाक सो दीस थिंग शूड स्टॉप बिकॉज टुडे इट इज अ रियलिटी वी हॅव 2 airports we are not competing with anyone we have our own value they have their own value but we want both synergies to combine well and we want to give the best to the travelling public to the tourists this is the emphasis.